Alrighty, hello. Today we've got a pretty cool run. We're gonna fast forward the early shot, and well, this is actually my first YouTube video since I've moved out. One of the main reasons why I haven't uploaded in ages. Oh yes, we gotta fast forward the early battles too. But yeah, this is a cool run. Well, Troubadour has shown it. I think Grounded has shown it. All the big YouTubers have shown it for sure. I'm just late on the hype train. Had a hectic couple months actually. But I'm back. Hopefully, we'll be more alive online. Well, more alive on YouTube in general for the coming few weeks. And well, so far, I'll try and see how long it takes until it becomes very obvious what the build is. And well, that one pet I froze should give a pointer already as to what it is. But this run, it ended up going quite far. Impressively scarily far. It hit a point where most of my wharf runs, because it's a wharf run, tended to die. And I'm quite happy that it got to that point, actually. Well, you already know that I won because I made a video out of it, but that's not important. What is important is the cool battles we had along the way. So, perfect Cloudberry shot, putting the big guy in front because he's big and chunky. Have you noticed? I've got the lion, the sparkles, and the throne. It's all you need to befit a ruler. Oh hey, and a grounded sighting. I didn't even notice the first time when I played it. And I played this like 15 minutes ago or so, give or take. And now we have two level ups for next turn. And well, I don't think we're gonna win this one. No. Iron Panda got the best of us. If you hear some random noises, it's probably grandma watching TV in the background. Yeah, but now we get a really awkward team disposition here. And I try to make the best of it. Of course, Nyala is pretty much the best pet for this team. It isn't the best pet for the team, but yeah, I think Hylian Cow would be the best for this team if you can manage to stat it up, which I definitely would have managed to. But you see now I'm fully transitioning to the wharf in the back, going pew 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 pew. Then we see Femai Ochi doing a team. I'm not quite sure what they're doing actually. But what I do know is that we draw. Turn 9, 2 wins, 2 lives to go. It's definitely scary. We sell, that's a good instant survivability. I agreed for the flounder. And well, next turn we're gonna get a double flounder. We're gonna get 3 level ups. Or 2. I don't quite remember what I did exactly. What I do know is that we drill with a perfect 1 HP breakpoint. And now we start slowing down the shot. Because we get a Nyala. And we pop that guy down. We keep on rolling because we don't have the gold for it anymore. We definitely freeze the Nyala. And now we reorganize our team. So, this guy is going to give us 4, which is already better than nothing. They didn't roll that turn. That's, not that it would have mattered. Well, maybe it could have. But admire. Admire all of the XP. And the second chocolate goes. Then 2 levels. So now all we need is 1 more XP, which we can get really easily. And then we get lots of gold per turn. And well, there we have it. Was this a high roll? Probably. And look, this is a pretty much pure base stats team that won't stand a chance to a bajillion snipes. So I've got 3 wins, turn 11. This is definitely going to hit the late game. We get hit the level up, we combine, Oysterize, and then we throw it out in the Sea Serpent because, well, when you play these Wharf teams enough, you hit many, many, many hurt teams. Those hurt teams tend to be quite a pain, but luckily we're just too big and chunky. We need the Sea Serpent to survive long enough for any major wave of summons, but we can start statting stuff up with the Peaches of Immortality and using the Cornucopia to find perks, such as Yggdrasil Fruit. Because the Wharf in the back, great for trading, not great for actually getting wins. So we'll count how many times we win or draw where we would have lost with the Wharf Yggdrasil Fruit. I think it's time we slow down. Here, our fruit gets replaced, but it's okay because we have a heck ton of snipes. Wait, no, we're not okay. We die here. Yes, we die here. We're down to 1 life. Scary, scary. But you see the ultimate greed I pull off. And now, mushroom, surely. Starfruit, now we get the mushroom, surely. We take the lemon, which is good to keep that guy alive. The priority to keep alive is Worf, because he's our biggest unit, and then Maltese. Because the Maltese is the one that transforms the trumpets into mana. And here we've got a Monty team, which unfortunately won't stand a chance. Just look at this. And then 15, 7, and now we continue. Right now, all we're doing is looking for the last couple of level ups and for Peaches of Immortality. Get that level up, and then we continue. You see Royal Jelly in here? Well, I made a mistake making this pack. It did not work. And now we just continue rolling down. We have the team. This is pretty much the order that we're going to hold. Just you wait till we hit our hurt team, because that'll be fun. Oh, look. This was a scary team. Because look, I wiped us out. But look, the summons in the back. And look, without those summons, we would have lost here. But thanks to that Yggdrasil fruit we got on turn 11, I believe it was, we survived. But look, we got Mushroom for our Nyala, which will incredibly ramp up our chances of success. We've nearly got Maltese level 3. We're just rolling for levels and for the perks and for XP. No, we're rolling for XP, perks, and stats. And looky here, we've got a hurt team. Which it looks bleak. It looks like we're not going to win. Look, they're just getting bigger and bigger. But look at this. 21 triggers. That is 60 something damage. Now that takes out those two. And look, phase two of the summons coming in clutch. Now we continue. Roll. We get a level up. Now we only need 3 more XP, and then we don't need to look for XP anymore. Then it's just stats and the right equipment. Look here. They've got another. This team could have been scary if they had that saber-toothed tiger, more HP, and in the back, further back. Then with my Wharf, they would have definitely gone 50-50s. But as it stands, I'm gonna win this. Actually, no, we just draw. No, I win. I'm too used to playing Phoenix Manticore. But with this, all levels are complete. Now I can pretty much just ignore the left side and look purely on the right. Of course, I kept on glancing there in case a sloth appeared. But no, I don't think it did. Wasn't paying attention towards the end. But yeah, health is more important than a 2-2. These pets are tiny for turn 18, by the way. And this is another scary team. Because look at this 50-50, and then another 50-45. But our massive Hydra. Oh, and look, we draw again. So turn 19, 6 wins, 1 heart remaining. Oh, crack. Truly the scare zone. Still looking for better protective equipment. And then we continue, we hop that on. And now we start statting. Stats are becoming better and better. That peach is worth more and more. Look, now it's giving 8-8, which is an absurd amount. Look at this. This is a pure stats team, and we've got abilities, which means we're going to win. And then the total overkill of a 50 sea serpent. And you can see I was skipping all the pears and apples and soups because, well, just rolling 5 gold to find 1 peach of immortality is better than 3 pears. And I've got pretty much all the equipment I could want. And yeah, well, at this point, it's just hoping we don't hit a monster team. And here, here we face Bugwagon with a pretty interesting team that could have ruined my synergy, but I'm afraid the gigantic golden retriever would still have at least drew me the round. But here we go, pew pew. And we win yet again. Now, turn 21, 8 out of 10 wins. We're looking for better equipment because always better equipment is better. White Okra is just a strict upgrade to Lemon. It's also just better there because that's what we need to keep alive. We throw down a soup because we're like, whatever. Or at least I'm like, whatever. And then we continue. That hammerhead shark, that extra 9 gold definitely came in clutch. And then we face this team, which I think it just kept on drawing, and that's why it was in turn 21. But hey, I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to win. That lemon definitely came in clutch. And here, all of those wharf triggers are kind of wasted. But hey, if you hear someone shouting hello, that's the TV. I have not kidnapped anyone that I know of. Anyways, we're on to the last turn, which means I'm going to show you the pack. This is the pack. I'm only missing Tarask, so that's why it's the only one shaded out. But this is the pack. So rainbow jelly you can swap out for something else. I don't know what it was that it was this. Maybe this or this. I think it's the cornucopia that broke the rainbow jelly. But hey, we've got a pretty solid build here. All I did was throw in a whole bunch of mana and trumpet generators, and then some other filler stuff that works well with these. Code maybe in the description, maybe not. Depends if I remember to. Anyways, let's get to the last turn. We're looking for stats. Never have enough stats. Look, we're at 10 Peaches of Immortality. That's that's quite a bit. I think that's my personal record, actually. Look, we're here, we're done. It's the last turn. We're just gonna throw down a salad. And then final battle. A hurt team. It's very scary, but we have just good protection. They took out that pet, but it doesn't matter. And look at this. 1 HP remaining, and then the wharf fully loaded with mana. Quite the poetic win. And this is how I got my wharf and Maltese ribbons, believe it or not. And well, that's it. I'm back. Probably will do more YouTube videos. I have a grounded worthy backlog. And well, that's it. That's actually it. Toodles.